On that note, I just want to open up to the audience and give you a chance to ask some questions from Sadhguru. Just stand up, introduce yourself, and we'll start here on the front row.
I'm Meenakshi, and I work in technology, Sadhguru. So thrilled and privileged to be here, feeling blessed. Thank you. My question is that in Kali Yuga, is it possible to take the Advaitic meditative route to try and get in touch with your consciousness without a guru and the guru mantra? Or should one pursue Namasmaran and Bhakti Marg as the way one tries everything but is flapping in the wind?
See, you're a technology person, and I'm asking all of you. Well, each one of you may have your own religious beliefs or whatever, but please look at it sincerely. Your belief is only to a point of convenience, isn't it so? Are you willing to believe to such an extent? You have children? Children?
Yes.
So, are you willing to leave the future of your children in God's hands and leave it, just do Namsmaran and leave them on the street? Because, street is also in God's hands, right? Are you capable? No. Are you willing to leave your home, doors open, your wealth, everything open, because God is there anyway? No, you do everything that matters to you. You're keeping God as insurance. All right? So, when you're in this state of mind, don't talk about devotion, it won't work. Devotion is a fantastic thing. Devotion is another dimension of intelligence. But with the kind of education that you've gone through, and your intelligence has become very skewed just by exercising one aspect, that is the intellect. Right now, our education systems are exercising only one dimension of your intelligence, that is just the intellect. If I ask you a simple question, would you want your intellect to be sharp or blunt, all of you? Make a choice, I'm going to bless you. So you want it sharp. So essentially, it's a cutting instrument. So let us say you have one knife in your hand and you want to do all the activity of your life with the knife. Well, you can cut things well with a knife. But if you want to stitch your clothes, you use a knife. You will inevitably be in tatters, isn't it? That's all that's happening today. Because you're exercising just one dimension of your intelligence, which is the intellect, which is a discriminatory, sharp instrument which slices open, dissects things. Now, I want to know something physical, I want to dissect it. Now I want to know you, shall we dissect you? Is that the way to know you, I'm asking? If I dissect you, will I know anything about you? Is it possible, I'm asking? By embracing you, by including you, I may know something. By dissecting you, what will I know? What will work for a physical substance, you're trying to apply to your own life. It's not going to work like this. See, the more educated people are becoming, the more disturbed they're becoming. Education should have settled them, isn't it? Education should have enhanced life. But tell me, who is causing maximum damage on this planet? Educated people or uneducated people? Hello? Educated people, isn't it? Educated people should have been the solution. Educated people are the problem. Simply because we are using a knife for everything. If you wonder this thing, there was a time when I was crisscrossing India on my motorcycle. So one whole night I've been riding. I'm somewhere between Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, I don't know which state, somewhere around there in the border. So early morning around 6:30, I end up at a tea shop. Full night I've been riding. Then, people who ride motorcycles, they will know one problem is always that every 500 kilometers those days, the chain will become slack. So you have to take off a link and put it back, tighten the chain. This is a very easy job, but it's messy because of the grease and stuff, your hands will become messy. So I'm just about preparing for breakfast, I'm not willing to mess. Then I see on the opposite side a shack which says Mubarak Mechanical Works. Then I see a young boy there and I say, hey, can you tighten my chain? He said, yes, full enthusiasm. Then he goes inside and brings his tools. What he brings? He brings a chisel and a hammer. Then I say, what, you going to do with that? He said, yeah, I can do it. I said, wait. Then I walk into his garage and look, only what he has is chisel and hammer. He can fix it, but after that, that's the end of it. So right now, this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to fix everything with the sharpness of your intellect. You will become a mess. The more you do it, more mess you will become. You only satisfaction you have is, you know words and things that other people do not know, but you are a total mess. Yes, because the other dimensions of intelligence have not been opened up in the society, largely. Not everybody, but largely. The systems, there are no systems to open up other dimensions of intelligence. So when we say devotion, we're talking about a completely different dimension of intelligence. Devotion is not about belief. Devotion is not about going to a temple, church or mosque. Tell me, is there anybody in this world, either in sport, art, music, business, spirituality, whatever, has anybody done anything significant without being absolutely devoted to what they're doing? Has it happened? So devotion is another dimension of intelligence. If you exercise that, life will be very beautiful. But it does not mean that you can simply believe that its devotion has become deception because it's a deal. Right now the deal is like this, dear God, I will give you 10 pounds, will you give me million? I'm saying, when there's not a single idiot on the streets of London who's willing to make such a deal, how come the source of creation is willing to make such a deal with you?
So what do you think of organized religion then?
I generally don't think about it. It is not that it has no use. See, if there was no religion, a lot more people would have lost their mental balance. It is a very inexpensive way of psychiatry. No, I'm saying, see, I want you to understand, the line between sanity and insanity is so thin. Don't think there are insane people and sane people. Every one of you are crossing the line here and there. Some people are not able to come back, that's all the difference is. Yes or no? Well, aren't you saying with somebody, I'm mad at you? So you are not mad at anybody, you're just mad, that's all. You are able to go mad for some time and come back, so you think you're normal. Somebody went there and could not come back, it became a terrible problem, all right? So, do not assume sanity is some kind of sanity is some kind of an established status for you. No, today you may be perfect, tomorrow morning you may be gone. Do you understand? It's very much possible. Like today you're healthy, tomorrow morning you may be talking about terminal illness, it's possible for any of us. So the same thing is possible with mental illnesses also. It is not to be taken lightly, but I'm talking about not exercising different dimensions of intelligence in a human being. Making an education system which is all like a factory extruder, everybody has to come of the same shape and form. This is causing enormous distress in human societies.